Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I am Zhong, the owner of a Dragon House MMA. Right next to me, we have Lorenzo Figueroa. Figueroa. All right, Lorenzo.
It's a tricky one.
Now, let's introduce you to all the fight fans out there. Someone that never seen you fight in the Bay Area before. You are a popular guy in Santa Cruz,
California. Yes, sir.
So
yes,
where
sir.
are you born and raised?
Born and raised in Santa Cruz. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Native.
Right there, yeah.
Native. And you never moved anywhere else?
Never moved. Nah.
Damn, that's pretty awesome. Now, Lorenzo, you are the veteran of the sport. You've been around for a long time. And you take some time off from fighting?
Yeah, well, my last fight was last August.
Last August.
Last year, yeah.
And then the fight before that, how long was that?
I want to say it was probably about 6 months. 6 months? Yeah, so probably.
So now,
yeah, February.
You're fighting as a heavyweight. What do you walk around weight?
Walk around like 228, 225.
Mm-hmm. Now, you ever think about move down to 205?
205? No.
You just don't want to cut weight?
No, I like being a smaller heavyweight guy.
You want to eat?
Yeah.
You want to eat?
I like eating. I like celebrating, having my drinks. I like having fun.
Now, how long have you been training martial art overall?
Well, it started off when I was a kid. My older brother got me into boxing, and I just took off with it really well. You know, I caught on to it really well. So when I got into high school, I was dominating a lot of the students that were older than me in boxing. And then when I got older, with Danny Compton, he got me into the gym and started teaching me
a little jiu-jitsu, wrestling,
Muay Thai, jiu-jitsu, the wrestling basics. So. But yeah, I'm more of a stand-up guy, stand-up fighter.
Now, I know you're a little older, 37 years of a young age. What do you see yourself from here on? What are you trying to accomplish?
I'm trying to see where this takes me, Like, I wasn't sure if I was going to take a fight after my last fight, and I was going to be at the last LFA in March, but my opponent dropped out, so I just took it. There's too many signs that were kind of telling me, it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. So instead of forcing it to happen, I just, I said, you know what, I'm going to take a step back. When the next opportunity comes and it feels right, I'll jump on it, and the opportunity feels like it came. Now,
you're fighting on your upcoming fight, June 8 in San Francisco. You are fighting Fabian Gutierrez. He is a veteran of the sport too, and then fought on my shows as amateur and pro. I know he took a long layoff, and I'm actually gonna see him tomorrow, and then do another interview with him, and I'm gonna talk to him a little bit about it and see what happens and doing those 4 or 5 year layoff and what want him to get back into the fighting. But now, what do you think of your opponent?
I hear nothing but good things. That he's an experienced opponent, that he knows his stand-up game as well, and just besides of what his Fightology says,
he's 2 and 3.
He's 2 and 3.
He has a little bit more experience, but he also has that long layoff, Now, this fight, it's look like it's a perfect matchup. Both you guys almost identical weight, and I know when he used to fight on our show, like 170, 185, or long time ago. But now, obviously, he's got a little older, about to be 40 years old, this year, and want to do one more round. So it's going to be interesting. How do you prepare for him?
I'm just continuing my stand-up and ground game, so in case it does go to the ground, I'm trying to do everything I can that I've been taught. And ever since my last fight, I've been doing more jiu-jitsu, because that's how I lost. It was on the ground. But yeah, hopefully it's a good fight, and yeah, let's give him a show.
you are a heavy hitter as a striker. And this is actually going to be very intriguing, and Fabian's also a little bit more like a striker too. Mm-hmm. So this will be interesting to see two of a striker clash together.
Yeah, I think that puts on a great show. Yeah.
What gym do you train at right now, Lorenzo?
Right now at Jiu-Jitsu Therapy. I'm out there in Watsonville, California, and during my last fight camp, when I thought I was going to fight in March, I was, doing sessions with my coach, Seth Pringle, at Jiu-Jitsu Therapy. I would go to Ant Dogs out in Gilroy. I would go to Dark Horse in San Jose, and just just with different opponents, because at my gym there's a lot of jiu-jitsu guys, and they're not into the kickboxing classes, so there's not a lot of partners that I can train with. So I'm thankful for the gyms that do let me jump into their sessions and practices. So I might be doing the same thing with this fight.
This fight, right? Now, is there anybody in California that you wants to fight?
I don't really look into all the heavyweights in California, but if it feels right, I'm down with it, man. I'm all about it. If it happens organically and it happens, no pressure, nothing's forced, and I'm all about it. I don't know what it is.
Any name that it comes up?
Not to mind. No. But if it does come, if something comes up in the future, and it's why not? I'm all about it.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, if people want to get a hold of you, Lorenzo, how can people contact you for tickets?
You can reach out to me on Facebook or IG. It's my Facebook's Lorenzo Figueroa. That's Figueroa. And then on IG, it's LP_crooked_fam. That's crooked with the K, KROOKED.
Nice. Now, what do you do for work?
I'm in the Carpenters Union, but right now I'm not working at the moment, waiting for this next job to come up. And so right now I'm just doing those side gigs, some tile work, some any partner needs a hand with some physical labor, I'll give them a hand. But right now just focusing on staying in the gym, trying to keep up, staying sharpening my skills.
That's awesome. Now, if any special loved one training partners, coaches, supporters that you want to shout out to?
Yeah, my gym, Jiu-Jitsu Therapy, Seth Pringle, Never Scared, for always being there to sponsor me. All my sponsors that have been backing me up, through my journey with fighting. Thank you so much. There's a lot I can't name all of them, but you guys know who you are, and if you guys are finding a way to sponsor me again, I'll be very, 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 very gracious and thankful for it. So if anybody's looking to sponsor your boy, please contact me, LP Crooked Fam on IG, or just Lorenzo Figueroa on Facebook.
Here we go, Lorenzo Figueroa. So make sure you guys hit him up. And now, if Fabian Gutierrez is watching this interview, what do you have to say to Fabian?
Good luck, man. Just have some fun. Let's get our boogie on. That's what I like to do, put on a show. And man, I hope you have a good training camp. I hope none of us get injured in our training camp. Let's go get the show.
Everyone has always liked to see the big boys going down.
Yeah.
It's always nice to have a heavyweight on the bout. We have about 8 professional fights, about 12 amateurs on this upcoming card. It's about 20 fights going down on June 6th at Kezar Pavilion. Making sure you guys stay tuned and follow me on Instagram, subscribe my YouTube channel, give me a little thumbs up and the likes, and then subscribe so I can keep putting on all the events for all the fight fans out there. Do not forget, after June 8th, the event after, we're going back to Cow Palace August 17th. And first round fight. So hopefully, if Lorenzo coming off this win, and we're definitely gonna keep it busy.
Let's see.
Yes.
See what's up. Thank you very much,
This is gonna be a really awesome fight. Now, coming to the fight game. Who is your favorite UFC fighter?
When I was talking, Danny asked me that same question when I was talking to him. He's like, "Who do you like?" I'm like, "You know what? I really like the way Mike Perry gets down. His stand-up game, he's a savage of a fighter. I'm a really big Mike Perry fan, but right now it's a lot of the guys that are fighting right now. Alex Pereira, he's a savage.
Oh, man.
Max Holloway, of course. And Justin Gaethje. Just the guys that have a lot of heart. And they got the dog in them, man. That's I look up to that.
That's pretty awesome. Now, any interesting personal story you want to share with all the fans out there, because this is the first interview I do with you. This is the first time you're actually fighting on my show, and I've been trying to talk to Raul actually a long time ago. I'm like, hey, get some of those Santa Cruz guys coming up to fight in the city. They were like, oh, it's a little bit far out, and then finally we have a chance to get 2 guys on this upcoming card. You
and my partner,
Ryan Harris, and then I'm so thankful to have a different demographic fight fans coming into this upcoming fight. So growing up, do you have any interesting a story fighting? And
not really. I mean, Fighting, I was more like in like, you know, backyard boxing. So like in like the streets and stuff, like just growing up in the streets, you know, getting to your natural street fights. And, you know, I can say I didn't lose a one-on-one fight until I did the World Expo, Muay Thai World Expo in Iowa.
Iowa?
Yeah, with Danny Compton. When I started doing the training camp with Danny Compton, he's like, hey, we're going to do this Muay Thai tournament. And I was like, I don't know nothing about Muay Thai. And he goes, oh, we got about a month to learn it. So I made it to the semifinals out there, and that guy that beat me, you know, he ended up winning the whole tournament. So I was lucky to say I can say I lost to the champ. But
lost the champ.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I mean, nothing crazy.
So how long is the journey from the first day you start actually training martial art to now? How many years have you been there?
I want to say 4 years. I want to say
4 years.
Yeah.
4 years.
Well, 3 coming on 4. Yeah, 3.5.
3.5. That's still pretty new.
Pretty new, yeah.
You guys have been around the game for like 10 or 15 years, and sometimes people have been around for 10 years and still amateur.
Yeah. I mean, I see like that. That's what Danny wanted me to like. He's like, hey, get 3 fights and then you can become pro. So I did my first 3 fights, won all 3 of them, and then became pro. And you know, I almost won the pro one, but it ended up going to the ground, and that's where my man.
How do you like view yourself on your last pro debut fight?
After seeing like little phone footages from my friends and like hearing it from everybody else, you know, we all have the same output of it. It's like, you know what, I should have took a step back, take my time with it, you know, and
you were trying to finish him, huh?
Yeah, I saw blood and I went like, you know, I saw buckling. I had him buckling a couple times. I'm like, oh, he's almost out. He's bleeding already. He's like, he wants to go down, and I kept on going for it instead of taking a step back and letting the fight take its course. But yeah, so now I'm like, you know, being more patient with my striking and not trying to go for the kill just automatically.
Well, especially it's a 5-minute round.
Yeah, that too.
A lot of time you can actually, you know, sometimes you rush into a first round, the second round comes out, your gas tanks.
Gas, yeah.
You know, that can happen.
Absolutely.
Well, you learn from your mistake and then, you know, move on. And then now the next upcoming fight, we have about 5 weeks out. And I'm excited to have you coming on to this show.
Thank you. I'm excited.
I heard you're a banger, and so let's see how this is going to play out.
I hope it's good. Yeah, let's get a show.
Yes, awesome. So today is May 2nd. We are 5 weeks out to the June 8th. So making sure you guys stay tuned. Give Lorenzo a support. DM him, get a ticket from him so you can get a little credit for it. And then we'll see you guys on June 8th. And this event's live stream pay-per-view nationwide. So if you cannot make it to the event, making sure you guys order your pay-per-view voucher from DragonHouseMMA.com. Any last word you want to say to your families and friends and your loved ones and anybody?
Let's go Santa Cruz, let's go Watson Valley, let's go 831, let's get it going, you know, let's get, you know, everybody out in San Jose, the 408, let's go, let's get it together, have a fun time, man, let's get this banger on, have our boogie on.
That's awesome. Yeah. All right, good to have you on board, brother.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you guys. Zhong signing out.